Today, make this plump rose. First, take out 8 twisty sticks. These twisty sticks need to be divided in half. We can roughly measure the length using dimensions. And cut it in half from the middle. I'm making a rose with 6 petals, so I need to make 3 small petals and 3 large petals. First, make the small petals. You need to use 2 half-twisted sticks and wrap them around the whole twisty stick. At this time, pay attention to straighten both sides to keep the line straight. Just close the bottom. You need to make 3 small petals. I have prepared 2 petals in advance. Now I will start to make the large petals. The large petals are made in the same way, but with one more twist in the middle than the small petals. Here, I'm winding 3 half-twisted sticks. Wrap it around this long twist bar and turn. Fold both sides down, then comb them neatly. And then close the bottom. I also made the other 2 in advance, so the 3 large petals are also done. All 6 petals are done. Next, we need to shape the petals. I use pliers here to fold the top of the petal outward. Just like a real petal, it has an outward arc. Adjust each petal to be even. The same operation is done for all 6 petals. After finishing the shape of the top parts, now we need to adjust the shape of the petals. Because the rose I made is relatively 3-dimensional, similar to a wine glass shape, so we press down on the bottom with our hands, and then adjust it. Look at the shape from the back. It looks like a spoon. Each petal needs to be done the same way. Adjust the shape of each one. Does it look very healing and neat? After the shape of the petals is finished, we cut off the extra twist stick at the root. We don't need to leave too much here. Just cut off the excess below. Don't throw away the waste sticks just yet. Maybe they will be useful later. Now the petals are done. Let's make the calyx. Because my rose doesn't have large leaves, so I use 3 small calyces. I'm using half of it now. Fold each half in half. Then pinch the front a little bit. And make the front pointed. Then, in the same way as making petals, bend it into an arc. Turn the pointed part outward. This is the shape we want. Make all 3 in the same shape. Now all the preparations for the flower are done. Now we are ready to glue. I'm going to heat up the glue gun. When gluing, apply the glue to the inner small petals firstly. Then stick it on the flower stem. Squeeze it neatly to make the glue more firm. When gluing the second petal, pay attention. It should show an effect of one layer wrapping another. The 3 petals are wrapped around each other. Let's first squeeze the glue on the top into shape to let the glue solidify. Then adjust the shape on top. First, bend the petals slightly to give the petals an arc. Then wrap one by one. Turn and pinch it with your hands. Then what appears is a tightly wrapped bud effect. After the inner petals are glued, then you can stick the outer petals. Here, I usually use a lighter to burn the root, to make the roots look less thick. After baking, when sticking the second layer, the roots will be slightly thinner. Stick the outer petals in the same way, towards the gap between the two upper petals to stick it. Then adjust the shape of the petals. 3 petals, in the gap between the 3 inner petals. After gluing, it's basically done. If the shape is not satisfactory, you can adjust it slightly. Stick the calyx below. Here, I also use a lighter to burn the root. The calyx is also glued. In the gap between the 3 petals, glue it and find the gap between the 2 petals, and pinch it with your hand at the bottom. Because these 2 petals are folded in half, the bottom is not sealed. When you stick it, pinch it tightly with your hands. Then keep the calyx in an upright shape. Here, it should be noted that during the gluing process, the flower bud may tilt, so you need to use both hands to fix it. To ensure it remains upright, glue all 3 calyces. After the calyx is glued, the rose is basically done. You can adjust the shape of the top slightly. It's actually quite full, and it looks good on top. When sticking the twisty stick to the bottom, fix the head with glue first. Otherwise it will slip down. After the glue is slightly dry, you can wrap it around in circles. That's it. This is a repetitive job. Just keep winding and winding. If one is finished, find another one to continue, and wrap them all. Don't wrap it too tightly. It will make the flower look fluffy. To make it look less abrupt, for the pointed end, we need to pinch it with pliers, and pinch the connection between the 2 sticks, because the silk may be a little prickly. The rose is done. Let's see if it looks okay. That's the end of today's tutorial.